happening at Coromandel International, because the company recently announced its foray into some of the new businesses as well, like CDMO, etc. Let's try and understand with Mr. Raghuram Devarakonda, the Executive Director, CPC, as to what's the rationale for the same and what kind of upside do they see from the new business. Hi, good morning. Thank you so much for making time and speaking with us. Raghuram, wanted to begin with understanding what's the kind of investment that you are making in this particular space, and more importantly, what's the revenue contribution or potential that you expect from this?
So good morning, and thanks for talking to us about our foray into specialty chemicals. So so as the press release would have mentioned, we are looking to invest about 1,000 crores in the next couple of years. And in terms of the revenue potential, it's something along the same lines over a period of time. So that's where we are right now.
So that's the take coming in as far as the overall investment is concerned of around 1,000 crores. But you mentioned that you are expecting, 1,000 crore worth of revenue potential over a period of time. But could you be a bit more specific in terms of what kind of areas are you looking at? What would be the timeline of it? And how are you looking at scaling up? Is there any particular market, geography, clients that you're targeting with this?
Great. So basically, this 1,000 crores is, will be spent across three broad buckets. One is to enhance our existing business itself, the core business. The other is CDMO, and the third is the specialty. Not in any order of priority, but all the three are equally important. So it's a collective basket of investments as we strengthen the core and step into new areas of business. And as far as specific product segments are concerned, as the specialty segment goes, as you may be aware, we have things like electronic chemicals, you have construction chemicals, you have a whole variety of such chemicals where we can potentially leverage our existing infrastructure and also our capabilities. So over a 5-year period is what we are looking at from these new businesses. And as we make progress, definitely you'll be sharing more details as we go along.
Right. In fact, Mr. Raghuram, we have seen select very few instances in your industry before as well. Because, we all know that Natco Pharma forayed into agri-chemical and specialty chemicals. We know that there is a lot of interest of VI Industries, which is a specialty and agro, going into pharma chemicals, API direction. And Shivalik Rasayan is also a mid-tier company which is into agrochems, specialty chem, and API and pharma. So, I asked this question to industry observers before, and they said that the underline of the business model is chemical research. And hence, it is easier for companies such as yours to foray into synergistic, either backward or front, or even, sideways integration. Talk to us about how over this 2 to 3 year period plus, when you have new chemical research under your belt, it does improve your operating margin profile or the company, on a blended basis.
Yeah, so the whole effort is obviously to increase the turnover in a much more profitable manner. So that is needless to say. And as steps towards that, one is the investment in the form of money. We are also investing in improving and enhancing our human resource. So we are augmenting our R&D capabilities as well, which has to go hand in hand with setting up new infrastructure. And together, combinedly, we will be able to tap into these kind of opportunities. I'm sure you're tracking the industry, and there's a lot of, inquiries. People from other parts of the world are looking at India to source chemicals of all types. And the opportunities are out there, and whoever is better prepared will be able to, leverage those opportunities that are already at our doorstep. So in line with that, keeping our established capabilities in mind and these emerging opportunities, we thought we should invest in specific areas, the segments in the market, so that we are able to, align ourselves with these emerging opportunities. So any other, for example, as you said, the kind of segments. Another segment that is of interest is the catalyst area. and there's so much of imports happening into the country, and there are not that many, domestic sources. So look at domestic market, the market is booming. Look at, with increasing consumption in the country, resulting in higher imports. That's one opportunity. The other opportunity, as I said, many of the global companies are looking at India as another source of, for their materials, raw materials. That's another class of opportunities. So with Coromandel, with its experience and expertise and its track record in handling some of these chemicals, as you said, we are trying to sidestep a bit, broad base our product portfolio, leverage our capabilities so that we are more aligned with the market opportunities at the moment. Does that answer your question?
Please go ahead.
Yeah.
Sure, Mr. Raghuram, would you please complete your point, sir?
Yeah, so basically, as I said, this is where we are as a company, investing in our human resource and infrastructure, so that we have identified a bunch of market opportunities. There is a clear roadmap within the company, and we are in the process of executing the same. And whatever is required, we are acquiring those as we go along, including purchase of land or extra areas that we need to augment both inside the organization as well as outside.
I want to understand from you, how's the this Capex that you're talking about in this field, I'm assuming that that will all be managed by internal accruals as well?
Yeah, at the moment, that is what it is. So one of the levers that we want to obviously use significantly is the fact that we are blessed with a good balance reserves, and we are trying to deploy those monies into businesses that is going to give us a better profitable growth.
Okay, sir, we'll let you go on that note. Appreciate you joining us and talking to us about the prospects going forward and what's the rationale with respect to the expansion plans as well. Appreciate you joining us.